Welcome to Turboden Talks. What is the first image you think if I mention renewable energy? I'm pretty sure you're thinking about a photovoltaic park or a wind farm. Am I correct? Yes, sun and wind are surely clean and valuable sources. But did you know that the bioenergy is the largest renewable energy source, and worldwide it accounts for more than 2/3 of the renewable energy supply? You're surprised, aren't you? Let me show you a few numbers which explain the role of biosources in the energy sector. As you can see, about 80% of energy demand worldwide is still provided by fossil fuel. The renewables provide about 80% of energy needs, of which around 70% came from biosources. As today, we are still far away from a clean, renewable and decarbonized energy production worldwide. The decarbonization of energy sector is one of the most important challenges of our time. In front of us, we have a long and difficult transition, and bioenergy is a central role in it. The sector of the energy production from biomass sources is just the peak of the iceberg of an important value chain. Everything starts with a sustainable management of the forest heritage and continues involving many subjects, such as forest companies, producers and distributors of woody products, transport companies, manufacturers of machinery, technology providers of power plants, operation and maintenance services providers, and many others. We can see it as a complex and interrelated ecosystem that represents well the principles of circular economy, with benefits from environmental, social, and economic point of view for the communities, in particular in rural and mountain areas. But let me point some of the main characteristics of power generation from bioenergy. Programmability and base load generation. It means that with bioenergy, it is possible to ensure a constant base load energy production, regardless of the external conditions. Combine heat and electric power generation, the so-called CHP plants. By means of state-of-the-art technologies, it is possible to fully exploit the potential of different biomass sources and to generate electricity and heat with a total efficiency higher than 80%. Environmental benefits due to the valorization of byproducts, wood waste and agro residues that otherwise would end in landfills or, in the worst case, combusted in open air. Development and valorization of local sources and local supply chain. Creation and boost of local job occupation. So, consequently, socio-economic benefits for the community, in particular in rural and mountain areas. In Europe, the role and importance of bioenergy has been recognized since many years as a tool for the reduction of CO2 emissions and as a driver for socio-economic growing. For an overview about the achievements and future targets of the bioenergy sector in Europe, I led the virtual speech to our friends of Bioenergy Europe Association.
Hi, do you know why we are at the turning point for our actions for climate change today? Let's start with the EU legislation. In December last year, the Commission announced the Green Deal. This is about the full decarbonization of our economy by 2050, meaning that our emissions and the capture of the CO2 in the atmosphere needs to be balanced. This is really an amazing challenge. In other words, this also means that we have to phase out fossil fuels. Really a key challenge. For today, we have reached roughly minus 23% of our emissions compared to 1990. The legislation set the goals at minus 40% by 2030. And in reality, we realize that this is not enough, and the climate law under discussion aims at increasing the target to minus 55 to minus 65 by 2030. Again, really the idea is to be on the right trend to reach carbon neutrality by 2050. It means minus 100% of our CO2 emissions. this is not the only legislation that is under discussion. There is really a set of many others, I will mention 3 or 4 of them, to set the frame for different sectors. We have, for example, the smart sector integration that aims at linking the different energy sectors together, and that offers really good opportunities to develop the cogeneration in Europe. Second example is the renovation wave. We have a lot of buildings that are really not efficient today, that we need to renovate and take profit of this, of course, to replace the fossil fuels, to heat them with renewables. A third example is the circular economy. We need to circulate materials and feedstock among different industries, and there bioenergy will be a key role for the circularity at its best by avoiding that the waste at the end of life would end in landfill, and in fact with bioenergy they should be used to substitute fossil fuels and therefore reduce CO2 emissions. Finally, you know that we are with this COVID-19 under a very strong economic crisis now, and there is an ambitious recovery package with an amazing budget of 750 billion euro by the Commission, and this is really an opportunity to really drive the economy, not only just to save the economy, but also to drive it to the decarbonization and to decarbonization of Europe by 2050. Why bioenergy represents an opportunity in this framework? And do we represent an opportunity at all? The answer is yes, definitely. Why? Because we are really a versatile energy sector. We are active in the electricity sector, we are active, we are heating buildings, we are providing steam and electricity to the industry, we are producing transport biofuels. So all in all, we provide stability and some independence to the energy system. You should know that we are, as bioenergy, a mature energy system. We provide already over 10% of the energy system. Many people do not know that. And the growth rate of our sector is really impressive. Many people envy our growth rate of almost 5% per year. So we counted in bioenergy Europe that we have roughly 50,000 businesses, kind of companies in Europe, active in the bioenergy sector, providing more than 700,000 jobs. This is by far the main renewable source in Europe. Last but not least, it's important to note that we really have a leadership. If we look at the equipment suppliers in Europe, roughly 3/4 are based in Europe. These are companies, small and large companies, providing these equipment for bioenergy. Why is it so? Because we provide efficient technologies, and we need less biomass for the same amount of energy production at the end, and we provide clean technologies with, for example, very low emissions. All in all, what we expected from the EU framework is that the European institutions and the member states, we should not forget the member states, are providing really the right framework to phase out fossil fuels. They should also promote renewables in every sector, and definitely they should recognize the role of bioenergy, which is really readily available for the challenge of the decarbonization. Thank you for watching.
We have discussed about the benefits and role of bioenergy towards the decarbonization of the energy sector. But what are today the technologies and fields of application to exploit this important resource? According to size of the plant, kind of biomass, and thermal output needed, there are different state-of-the-art technologies. The most known is probably the steam turbine. But today, I would like to talk to you about the organic Rankine cycle technology. Let me mention a few of the advantages of ORC technology. Differently from a traditional steam turbine, The ORC system vaporizes a suitable and safe organic fluid, which leads to a slow rotation of the turbine, no more than 3000 rpm, and low pressure. ORC technology offers other advantages such as high efficiency, availability, and long life of the plant. Simple and almost automatic operation, which means few personnel required. No need for skilled personnel like steam or turbine engineer. No need for superheating cycles. Easy maintenance. No water consumption or water treatment. So, generally speaking, efficiency and availability with a simple and minimum OPEX demanding system, suitable for community-size CHP plants and decentralized power generation. These characteristics make ORC technology suitable for a wide range of fuels, from wood chip, wood and bio-waste, and agricultural residues. In CHP configuration, the heat generated can be in the form of hot water, up to 120 C, or even higher temperatures, in the form of saturated steam. This flexibility makes ORC technology suitable for different heat users and processes, such as greenhouses, district heating networks, sawmills, pellet plants, furniture and wood-based panel industry, and many others. As we know, nowadays there are different technologies which make possible to valorize biosources in a clean and efficient way. Anyhow, the real challenge for bioenergy sector is to be recognized by public perception and policymakers for all the benefits associated: environmental, occupational, local development, and decarbonization point of view, and not from a mere comparison with other technologies, considering only the price for the little kilowatt hour produced. With the European Green Deal, EU members have committed to achieve important and challenging targets, like the carbon neutrality by 2050. It is clear that we cannot achieve such a demanding goal leaving behind such a big source like bioenergy. So, don't lose this opportunity. This is the time to think how to make more efficient and sustainable your community or business. And a smart valorization of local biosources for a distributed power generation is an important tool towards a renewable and decarbonized energy sector.